So welcome to this first episode of Peckham Girl to Country Bumpkin. It was a wild, wacky idea that I had a while ago, and I just thought, you know what, I'm going to do it. So I hope you enjoy it.
We moved to this five-bedroom detached house 9 years ago, and although we loved it, I always knew there was something more, and this is what happened next.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh my God, we've exchanged. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. End of a 9 year cycle. We are leaving our house on the day before a new moon. End of this chapter. The next day we are flying out of here for 2 weeks in the freaking sunshine, in the beautifulness. I cannot freaking wait. I don't know where we're going to live in January yet. Got no idea. We will figure that out next. Yeah! So I just want to document this because we are one day from when we exchanged on our place last night, and so we're officially moving out on the 18th of December. We currently don't have anywhere to live in January, but we'll be flying out on a 2 week break to Mauritius on the 19th of December. And I've just stopped off at one of my favourite little spots, actually, just coming back from the storage container for the second time today, and we are now just having some conversations with people about maybe Airbnb, maybe a rental, short-term rental, and we are staying in Kent until July so my daughter can finish school. And yeah, all the emotions, so many emotions are moving through me, but I'm feeling bloody excited at the same time. So yeah, I'm loving the freedom, actually, of getting rid of so much, and actually just having a house in a box is quite funny. Just seeing all the bits of furniture coming into the box from our home, and like that's where it's going to be for now until we need it. And I don't know if we're ever going to need it. I don't know where we're going to end up, but either way, we've been at my house for 9 years. It's end of this 9 year chapter, and we fly out at the start of our new adventure in the new moon on the 19th of December. I mean, you cannot make this up. So great things ahead, I know that much. Yeah! And what I will say is that although I'm really excited today, there has been a lot of turmoil I'm navigating as well with the family, especially my little girl who's struggling with the concept that she has to leave a home that she's known for her whole life and having to put her life into a box. But you know, the thing I keep coming back to is like, is she able to trust mummy that this is actually going to be, that you're going to look back on this and you're going to know it was the best thing that we ever did. But at the moment, like, it's okay to feel what you're feeling, but it's been a lot for me to hold because it's been a lot. It's very different to the vibration that I'm in. I'm more like, yeah, I can't fucking wait, I'm so wild and free, and the energy around me isn't necessarily in that space. They're maybe not as excited as I am, but it's all part of the journey. So let's see where it goes.
Clearing out the old and unpacking our loft and all the boxes and moving through so many things physically, mentally, spiritually. It was such a cleanse. There was so much shedding. I danced, I listened to music, I moved through it, I leant into the uncomfortable and all these little waves of emotions that came as I remembered like memories that we'd had at this house. And but I just knew, I just kept coming back to trust every single time that this was the right thing to do. And honestly, the amount of stuff that we'd accumulated over 9 years of living here and all the lives we've had before, it was a real edge to just clear it out and get rid of as much as possible.
my current situation. Emily's playroom, which we've started unpacking. We've got so much stuff, honestly. Look, my kitchen's so huge, it's full of stuff. But I'm like, this is motivation now. 3 weeks we're going to be flying out to the sunshine in a beautiful location. So now it's time to clear. And you know what's so exciting? The 19th of December is a new moon, and it's all about setting the scene for what's ahead in your life. And I'm like, yeah.
And then the task began of unpacking everything to the storage container. Our whole house, as much as we can. We sold loads of stuff, but we kept the essential bits. But I still think we had way too much. And we squeezed it all in. We had skip runs, charity shop runs, and just step by step, every single part of my life was put into a box, and the emotions kept coming. The more I unpacked, the more I felt. There was just so many memories and so much to just feel into, really, just so many things. Like it was like a camera, like just showing me more and more images of my life in the last 9 years, and it was really emotional.
So many memories.
And then before we knew it, it came to the last day, those last little bits down the container, and then our house was empty to hand over to the people that were buying our home, and every single room that was, full of memories, full of life, full of pain and pleasure and happiness and all of the things, was just a house of four walls. And we did it. We absolutely did it. And we said goodbye to our house. And I was really, really deeply in trust. And I felt so, so grateful. And the next day, off we went. On our holidays, we just packed our bags, didn't have a home, everything's in a container, and we flew business class to Mauritius because why not?
Merry Christmas from Mauritius. Merry Christmas, everyone.
And honestly, it was just the absolute
Yeah,
gem of
yeah,
a place,
yeah.
and it was the perfect place for us to integrate and really disconnect from what our life was so we could come back and start a new life. And this was our rental that we've been renting for the last 4 or 5 months, and we arrived in the snow. It was like something out of the holiday. So beautiful, beautiful lakes everywhere. And this was another story in itself. We manifested this. We really wanted to live in the countryside, and even though it was only 15 minutes from where we lived before, it was like a whole new world, and right in the midst of the country, which is kind of what we were aiming for. We knew we wanted somewhere more remote, more secluded, more connected to nature, and so why not rent somewhere like that to try it on for size and see if it fit our new way of being.
So it's just literally 3 days we've been in our new home, and I've just been to the storage container, and I've got little kind of mini altars everywhere already. And I've just picked up my foraging jars. We've got some of our cups that we love. I've put away all of the wine glasses and all of the things that don't align with me, like microwaves. I've got my filter. I've got some of my teas and things in there. And yeah, we're getting there.
I love the fact that I'm doing a little rendition of my way here.
Much more than this. So here's our little dining room. I'm just doing a little video. There's where Mark's gonna probably do some work and we'll eat our dinner. There's a little river out there, a lake. And some come back through. This is Mark, obviously. Downstairs loo. there's our front room. And then I'm just going to go upstairs to our master bedroom, which is a bit crazy, out of this world. Look at that. Beautiful. And it's got beautiful windows out to the lake. And then these big windows of the sky. Oh, love this. And come out, and then got the bathroom. Possibly Emily's room, we're not sure yet. This one's got a really lovely view. And then, which will be, I think it's going to be kind of like the spare room, client room, Joseph's room, whoever comes room. Yeah, it's our little cottage.
I really believe if you want something, you embody the thing that you want. And this to me really felt like the most magical place. And if you can hear here, every so often, every Monday, but also when there was weddings, we had the beautiful church next door that played the most amazing bells. So I really felt that this place was like a place of integration, a stopgap, but a place to really truly manifest the life that we desired, to be in the country, to be more connected to nature, to have more magic in our lives. And this is exactly what's coming up.
So that was it. That was a little snapshot of our world in the last 5 months. So from selling a house in May 2025, moving out in December 2025, going off on our beautiful holiday in Mauritius, and then landing in a gorgeous cottage in Kent where we've rented for the last 5 months. And it's been a whirlwind, as everything always is. We had to move out for 4 days, which was a little bit hectic to say the least. You don't realise, even though we were travelling very, very light and only really had our essentials, when we had to box it all up to move out for 3 days, it was a little bit crazy, I'm not gonna lie. Now we're back here for a few weeks, and then we go on to another Airbnb until my daughter finishes school in July, and that's when the next chapter will begin. And to say that we have manifested something pretty spectacular is an understatement. And I really truly believe that being here and having that space and really connecting to, oh my gosh, what we have loved about being in the countryside, what we have loved about being more remote, has really helped us to really hone in on what we were looking for, and to keep kind of embodying that spaciousness, waking up with the bird song, waking up and seeing the ducks and the little baby moorhens on the lake, and being more immersed in nature in every single capacity, being close to the water. Like, it was like all these things were like, we want that, we want that, we want that. And so yeah, what's coming up is pretty huge, and I can't wait to share more with you soon.